Hello, everybody. I am Valériane Venance from Twilio. I'm a developer evangelist, and today I am with Melissa.
Yeah, hi everyone. So I'm Melissa. I'm a solution engineer at Twilio. I'm glad to be here today.
Today we'll introduce you to Twilio APIs using Twilio Quest. This is a game that we have developed at Twilio, and it's really made to have people get hands-on with the APIs and see really what they can do in the very first way. So to do that, I think you should have an email from me if you're registered for the workshop. But if you didn't, you can still download Twilio Quest at twilio.com/quest. And you also will need to create a Twilio account. This is perfectly free. You go into twilio.com, and in the right corner, I think it's sign up. Yes, should be that. Once you do that, please make sure that you validate your email address, because once you do it, you will have $20 of free credits that you can use. You won't use it all today, so you will still get extra to test it out.
Yeah, and we also sent out an email for you to get a French number if you're in France. To get a number, you have to get through a regulation. Here is the link to a blog post that Valériane did that explain you how to get a French number. Let's get started. Is it good for you, Valériane?
Yes, we can start.
Okay, so here we are at Twilio Quest. So the design of the game is fairly vintage, I would say. Very like the old games and everything. So once you've downloaded the game, you have the choice to you have previous version, but we'll play the 3.2.3. So let's go. We'll see. So you have the first instruction to play the game. So space is for interaction, and the arrows just for going left, right, up, and down. Here I am on the introduction of the game. We have to save the cloud. Much of our life, well, we live in the cloud basically. The animation is really great. We have I don't remember the name of the person that designed the scene, but she's very talented.
Yeah, I'll find it and put it in the chat.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Twilio Quest to save the cloud. You play a character that you can custom as you like. So maybe I'll just skip the intro to start the customization of my persona. Well, I know that choosing your name, I'm just going to type in Melissa, and I have some choice of avatars that I can choose for the beginning. I can also custom make one with the color of the eye and etc. So that's really cool and fun. You can really adapt the persona to your liking. I think I would choose this one. And nice. Press enter to continue.
Just to give you an idea of what we will do during the session. So first we'll configure the game so you can play as well at home. Then we will have an overview of the simplest missions, but we'll also leave you the opportunity to go your own path. This will arrive very early, so don't worry if you feel like this is going too easy for you at the beginning. And at the end, we'll join together. Well, I will present to you a voice missions, and then we will do a final demo of what you can do when you master all of these concepts. Melissa, let's get back in the game. I just can't hear you. I see your mouse moving on your screen, but I don't hear you, and I don't see you move on the video neither. And here it starts. You know all about that right now. If you are conference lovers, you all know that there are demo gods that have everything working fine just before the session. And of course, there is always an issue that never came up before during the session itself. Okay, so I think Melissa is coming back, and I think our connection should be better. I can show you my screen in the meantime, but what will happen is that, yes, okay, sharing. So I think you can see my Twilio Quest right now, and what it will do is that it will prompt you to really fill those user variables. So you must fill in your name. You must also fill in your Twilio account SID. Your Twilio account SID is in the main page when you log into your Twilio account. I don't think you need a specific API key, but if it does, you can just go into the Twilio console. Let me show it to you. So here, and let's say you will just type in the search bar API key, and then you will have, well, they're not here, so I think it's on the main page. You're back?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, awesome. So I'll leave it to Melissa from here. Let me...
So sorry, I don't know what happened. I just was kicked out of the room. Okay, so if I do it all over again, can you hear me well? Okay,
yes,
great.
Yes.
So I'm back in the game. I was saying that when you first get into the game, you get presented a script. Well, you can listen to it. I'll just end the conversation now. But yeah, you can interact with the object by pushing the space pushing the space bar.
I'm sorry,
and you
Melissa.
just get presented.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What about the configuration of the...
Yeah, the configuration we'll do that later. I have to get through the intro before setting that up. Yeah, so you just get to the intro first. It's just, some nice animation, get to know the story of the spaceship that you're in, what you're going to do, what's your mission. So now I presented the door. I can click on the mission, and I do have to hack the tool on the pedestal in this room. Okay, let's do it. Here it looks like a pedestal. Nice, I got it. And now maybe in the objective of the game, I get the passcode that I can enter here and then hack the system. And get passed through the door. We'll just do the animation quickly so that we can go into the heart of the game. But right now, yeah, so there is an evil spirit. So it's called the legacy system that is threatening the world. It calls for Og, and you have to save the spaceship. Pretty nice animation, I would say, and the designers are great too. We had some version before, and the design of this version is very improved. So let's go. Let's see how I can. Where is anything I can shut it down? Yeah, so Cedric can slow down the process, but you have to ask Ryan, the chief architect. Okay, on it. Nice. So maybe I'll go find Ryan. Oh, he's trapped inside the fire. So Yeah, maybe I'll grab the file extinguisher. Okay, great. Where can I find it now? I'll do that real quick. Great. To unlock the fire extinguisher, I have to enter some questions. Maybe you all can help me out. So true or false, software you install on your computer can potentially access your file and personal data.
Put your guesses in the chats.
These are fairly, I agree, it's fairly, easy questions, but it gets you going and putting you in the mood. So I guess this one is true.
Yeah.
Whenever you install something on your computer, be aware. Code sample you copy, paste, and run from your internet cannot harm your computer. This one is tough.
Well, I don't know. Have you ever completely broke a computer by doing so? Because it happened to me.
No, I always try to be very cautious when I have a problem and then I copy paste. I try to look left and right, seeing if anybody already did this. So yeah, it's false, obviously. True or false? Is it always safe to keep password, email, and other personal data in a code file?
Well, I don't know. I've heard of something that's called environment variables, and I'm wondering what those are here for, because you can really output it in your source code, you know?
Yeah, well, I guess we do it because we only do demo, but if you do it in a production environment, I guess it would be safe to do it in a... No, so it's false.
Of course.
Yeah, we successfully answered the questions. I got my fire extinguisher. It's a really tough word to say. Nice. Great. Take this hardware token. Great. Thank you so much. Bye. Well, they really guide you. Whatever you need to do. They put big red arrows there. Nice. Self-destruct sequence disabled. I saved spaceship. And now I can go above the fog and explore, the universe. Great. So this is a fog all. There is a notification system, and then here I can build my technical skills. Great. So let's see what they got.
Actually, I think this area here is for the Twilio Mission. So if you want to start playing with Twilio APIs right now, right away, play the API setup. As I say, we will do the voice together later, so you can play with the messaging or start trying voice by yourself, and then we'll catch with you up later. Really, it's your own adventure. You're the operator, and you have your own version of the fog all, so take advantage of it.
Exactly. So just quickly, I'll run through the setup with you really quick so that you can all see where you can find the information. So here I am on my main page of my console. I can see three main information. If I got lost, I just have to click on the title of my account, and then I get into the homepage. So I'll just copy paste my account scene and notification token. Be aware of your notification token. If someone stole it, they can use your coins to send SMS or do those things. So be aware of not showing your notification token. You can also rotate it if you think it has been compromised. So no worries there. So yeah, I get to put my Twilio account credentials, and as a reward, I will get 200 XP and an operator armor and boots. So great, let's
Yes,
hack
this
into the
virtual
system.
swag. Like, I'm so into swag, but virtual one are the best because you can use them whenever you want.
Exactly. So if I see in my inventory, I get to see I have a new armor, new boots, I have a fire signature. So that's nice. And also, if you're not happy with your initial avatar, you can also personalize it here. So I'm done, and then we have to configure another thing to get to the, I just have to enter my Twilio phone number. As I said, to get a French phone number, you have to follow this link. Valériane, if you can put it in the chat, that would be awesome. Otherwise, if you want to buy a US number or a UK number, and I don't know what other country do this, but you can buy US and UK number without validating a regulatory bundle, and you just go there and buy a number. So fairly easy. Okay, oops, sorry. Let's go to, well, I do have my phone number there, so let me just check back there. I have my phone number and just copy paste it there. I also got operator Gravies and operator Hammett. Great, and after that, I can access the phone world where you get the where Valériane will talk to you later, and then the messaging part. Okay, so if I go out, we'll see that later with Valériane, but for now, I just want to show you another thing. If you go in the middle, in the main console, you get to different world. That's pretty interesting if you're starting with the coding world, if you're not familiar with APIs or open source, or you have a lot of topics to cover. You have here a course on Python. I say course, but it's more of a mission. You have also JavaScript. And if we go there and get to the open source world.
Yeah, so here we'll see, because if you don't want to play Twilio, but we still like to contribute to open source, this is designed to help you contribute for the first time for any open source contribution. So this is a good one. This is where it is. Melissa will show you like the first mission on it. But really, Twilio Quest is great, especially like if you have kids and you'd like to introduce them to code, or if you know someone that think code isn't for me, but I still love gaming. Well, this is a good compromise. So feel free to leverage this tool, as Twilio Quest is free and will always be.
Exactly. And plus, the design is great. So, all the reasons to download it. So here is my first mission. I have to create a GitHub account and put my GitHub username here. Well, I'm new. I don't know how to do it. So here I have the objective of how to do it. And I also have a help window where they guide me through every process to unlock the barrier. So I can sign up here. There is the link. Once I have my GitHub user account, I can, enter it. Here it is, mine, Melissa. Pretty simple. And then done. I also got another, swag.
Yeah.
And you get some mission. I just see this one, and I have to fork this project, this open source project, and I have the link here, and they explain you how to do it every step.
So yeah, really from here, if you're interested into contributing to open source, just go down the path and win cool stuff. I was like, Octocat ears, if there were like things in real life, I would definitely wear them right now. I think Octocat is one of the most coolest, I would say that person of a brand, and it's really great.
Yeah, maybe. Yep, I get it.
Nice.
And here I am in the API world. It works the same. Here is, some. Where do I go? Maybe here, and then look. Oh, I see there is a chest to unlock here. So how do I unlock this? To unlock the chest of knowledge for house Turing, you must first define an API. Fill in the blank. API stands for application programming. Do you have an idea what APIs stands for?
I think I know, but I won't tell. I want people in the chat to say before. This one is super easy, come on. Yes. Tristan is really on top of it. Like it. Like all your reactive.
So you have some, history of, the Alan Turing and everything. So there is some Easter egg there, here and there. And yeah, there is also a video for API beginners where you can, if you don't know the answer must be here, and you have to get through the video to get it. So Valériane, do you have the answer?
I got it from Tristan, and it's interface.
Nice. And then look at the code in the JavaScript code editor. Click Show Code editor above. So right here. What is the name of the string function that provides an API for converting the content of the strings to all cap? So what is the name of the function? Do you have it, Valériane?
Yeah, I think so. So there is a constant that is called all cap string, and there is an API that's being called on it using the dot method, and I think this is to uppercase. And what I like about good naming conventions is that what your code do is really explicit.
Yep. And you can also, it's a real, editor and console, so you can edit the code and run it in this environment. But yeah, that's great. So let's hack to the system. I got 200 experience, so great. I also have 3 more chests to go, but maybe we'll do that, another time.
Yay! You have your own instance of Twilio Quest, so really it's all here for you to explore. And about the video that's into the help of the API missions, like really, I do know about API. This is my job, and yet, I watched the video, and the way the things are put it are like super simple, super clear, and I also learn new stuff that I didn't know, bits here and here, so definitely worth checking. What do you say if we all went into the Twilio mission that is, yes, that's here, and this is going to be the voice mission, so you're in the ship, get with me, and let's go to the voice API mission. Of course, I already did it because I love this game.
You see that she's a rank S.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're a gamer, you always want it. So let's have this voice mission. So I do have a phone number for it. And what we can do is that you can code it on your own, and you can also try with my phone number. So here it is. My phone number is well, I'll put it in the chat. So anytime you just can test with us by calling to this phone number. So first mission is to insert an incoming phone call and use the text-to-speech to say hello. Well, quick disclaimer before we start is that I will do it using what we call Twiml bins. So this is a way to host small code samples that are written in Twiml. Twiml is Twilio markup language, and it's based on XML. It really is the simplest way to send any instruction to tell Twilio what to do with your communications. But you could also just create your own empty application in the language you prefer. Let's say Python, Ruby, JavaScript, whatever you want. And you can also do it. I'll show you in the console how you can do that. So in this objective, we'll configure a Twilio number to respond to incoming calls. So we will all use the Twiml bin, but really you can do it using your own way, your own app if you'd like to. So as I said, we will write Twiml and we will use the verb say to tell Twilio what to do with our incoming phone call. So we want to tell hello world to our caller. So let's go into my Twilio number configuration. So this is Twilio Quest. And when the calls comes in, I want to answer with the Twiml bin, but I don't have one yet. So let's create one. I will name it, let's say, voice TQ for voice Twilio Quest. And the first thing I want to do is to send a response because there is something incoming and I want to respond to it. So inside my response, I will need to use the verb say, as I was told in the enunciate of the exercise. And I want to say hello world. Okay, so let's create it. And back in my phone number configuration, yeah, I just need to refresh so I can be aware of my new Twiml bin. And
as
yes.
the word suggested, it resembles a lot of XML.
Yes. Really, it's based on XML, and you can send it as XML to your applications. So this has been done. Let's try.
Maybe you have to put it in the a calls coming and not in the primary handle field.
I have to put it in.
So you have multiple.
Yeah. Oh yes. Thank you.
No problem.
Actually, yes, because there are ways to fall back. Like if you're, for whatever reason, let's say you handle this with an application and for whatever reason your application is down, then you will have a way to first know about it and then do something about it as well. So let's say.
Exactly.
And as always, there is also the help here. So there are many things that are very interesting if you don't know how to solve this path to win, actually, because we're all here for that, just to win. So let's hack this, and that's a success. If you want to try, so I put in my phone number in the chat. Feel free to call it.
Hello world.
And yes, you can also interact with it. So this mission is done. Let's move to the second one. Well, actually, this one's interesting because what I have to do is to use other spoken languages than English in my voice application. And that's great because I'm French and we're at Apidays Paris. So let's do a bit of that. So in this one, I must add the language attribute to my say tag. So I'm already having a say tag. This is nice. Okay, so I can use Spanish, but definitely I want to use French. So let's do it together. Back in my console, so I will update my Twiml bin, and here I want to say language equals needs F4
Spanish. Okay.
Yeah. Not really. I'm into F4. And I want to say bonjour Apidays. Okay. So this should be okay, but I've mentioned something about using other voices, and there is one I know I like, so I want to invoke Alice in the game. So this should say bonjour Apidays using Alice's voice, which is a female voice, and she should be speaking in French. Okay, so let's save. Since my phone number already uses this.
Bonjour Apidays.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, so I know that I can click on hack and win again. That's lovely. And actually, you can do very fun stuff with that. Like, well, this is just me and I like to do silly stuff. But let's say, okay, I wanted to have a French voice and speaking in German, for instance, because like I have family in Germany and I like the accent. So we can really mix it all together and try new stuff, which are very funny. And so here we are to the point where I was speaking to the point I was talking before, which is failure, because we all know that our applications aren't up 100% of the time. So definitely this is important to do. So okay, I just must say that if that they are arriving here because I'm having difficulty, so I will do it. But actually, if you want, let's say, if you were handling it with webhook, you could also like define another webhook to your application that would redirect to another route to your application that will send a message that says, I'm done, really, and that could also work. So I will use Twilio bin. I'll just create a new one, and I'll call it fallback. So as usual, it's going to be a response. And here I just want to say, sorry, we're having technical issues. So, okay. Please call it later. Okay, and let's create it. Well, I think this should work. No, this won't, because I haven't said which one I wanted to use. So again, refresh. So my new Twilio bin is available to me. And fallback. This time I save my configuration and should be fine. Actually, this one is very difficult to test because unless you are having as a first choice your application that you do put down because you want to try this behavior, like I really don't know how they make it fail, like internally, the people who have created that Twilio Quest game, but I like it. Okay, what you can do also is that you can loop messages that you wanted to say. So, well, this is all in the context of the creation of an experience to the people who are calling you. So I don't know, maybe you want to put a music that's going to loop until you're available to answer their call, or maybe you want to, let's say you have a menu and you want to loop that menu until something is done that takes action on it, because let's say you're calling someone and the menu goes super fast and you're doing something else at the same time. You just don't want that menu to be stopped and never know what you're missing. So using the loop attribute can help you do that. So we will say anything worth doing is worth doing twice, which is kind of true. Yes. So back in my Twilio bins, I will update the voice TQ. And okay, so this time I want a loop. So I will use the loop attributes and just set it to 2. Just make sure that each time you use an attribute, you do put it inside quotes, because otherwise it will definitely won't be valid Twilio. But anyway, Twilio will always tell you if there is an issue with like the syntax of what you wrote. So, and I'm modifying the wrong Twilio bin. So let me change that. But actually, yeah, always keep an eye of if this is valid voice Twilio or not. So this time I want to loop. I want to loop twice. And I want to say anything worth doing is worth doing twice.
Just like you did.
Exactly. Inception. Okay, so let's give it a try and call it, see if that works.
Sure. Okay, just let me get the number real quick.
Anything worth doing is worth doing twice. Anything worth doing is worth doing twice.
Great.
It's killing me. I really
And
like
you got search classes also. That's cool.
yeah. Okay, so one other thing that's great about Twilio is that it uses the mustache template. So maybe you've heard about it. It's the double curly braces, and this works into XML, but this also works into Twilio. So what is the objective? Create a Twilio bin that uses mustache template to sprinkle some dynamic behavior. Yeah, let's do it. And so I must say this message, and I must insert the color from number here. And actually, I can see that there is the from variable that's here to help me. So each time I do get a phone call coming to my Twilio number, then I will have some variables available to me. From is one of them, but actually there are many more. So really, if you use Twilio into your application, feel free to print the params to see what's inside the request, because there are many information that are useful on how to handle things.
And you also get a lot of information inside the documentation. You get all the variable every for the Twilio. You get every instructions that exist in the Twilio world. So yeah.
Yeah, and really, I think you'll see later, but using Twilio templating is super easy, because with super simple verbs, you can create rich experiences. So let's do it. So my goal here was to say that someone is calling from somewhere. So I will use the mustache template, and I will use my variable from. And I won't say it twice, but I can say it with Alice's voice. So Alice and language is ENUS. Okay. Yes, because you can, as long as you're doing what's expected from you in the assessment, then definitely feel free to try with the things you've just learned before and so on. So let's say, and let's hack. Yay!
Great.
I'm so dynamic. But really, in the documentation, there are many things that you like see about. You really can manage everything. Like, that's what Twilio is here for, and what this API has been created is that you get a total control over your communication, and Twilio is just providing you a reliable channel that you can count on to deliver your text messages or whatever messages and your voice calls. Also, what Twilio does is that it keeps the number a long time. So you're sure that when you buy a number, it's not going to be flagged with like some red flags and so on from operators, because if you use a number and you release it, it will be put on the market again, but there will be enough retention time, so you won't be impacted if someone already had the number before you and did whatever with it.
Exactly. It'll be clean, flushed out of anything that people did before you.
Yeah. Oh, this one is one of the one I like the most. So let's say
Is it because there is the white cat ears that are in that you can earn?
Maybe, or do you know that I like so much swag? I don't know. But this one we're gonna play a bit of music, and I like to dance as well. So I will use the play tag. But actually, since I was knowing that there was gonna be a demo today, I already did something. In the way I do host code right now with Streamer actually there is a way for me to host assets. So okay, and I will show you. Yes. In my assets, I already have songs. Maybe you know about that one. I really like that one. And today I'm gonna use another one to play to you. So really, it's just uploading whatever file, image, whatever you want to say. You'll get an URL to that, and this URL you can use even in your applications. Really, it's just super easy to host anything. Okay, so this time I want to play and I don't want to say.
You only have limitation about the size of the file that you're putting there. Is that right?
I think so, yes, but I can't remember how much it should be. But anyway, it will tell you like super easily when you try to put in if something's too big. And maybe you should consider if you really want to host it, if it's too big, maybe there is another way to serve these assets, maybe compress it or whatever. Okay, so let's say.
Yeah, so let's call the number.
Yeah. I knew this was coming. I'm sorry about that. This is just so me.
Nice.
Yeah,
A good way to put you in a good mood.
Exactly.
And you got the white cat ear.
No. Yeah. And it's really what I like about Twilio Quest, that you get to explore all these possibilities while just having fun, really. So, we can, yes. So this one is cool because from now on, we'll only be doing things to the user. But what if we want to interact really with the user? There are many ways to do that. And one of these ways is to press tones on the keyboard. And this is called Dtmf Tones. If you don't know how that works, really, this is fascinating because this was something invented long ago when the telephone, well, maybe you've heard about the phreakers and so on, who were the first hackers in the world. Well, Dtmf Tone is tied to that story, and really, this is something, if you're geeky with me, like me, you should definitely enjoy the story. So feel free to click on the links to know about that, because really, yes, that's good. So, and I think this is the last one we'll do. And I don't know why I'm showing this code editor, because I definitely want code in JavaScript. And actually later I will show you something that's going to be in Ruby. So last one, the gather. So I should use the gather tag to collect user inputs, and then I should repeat back the digits. And as well, the digits is a variable that's available for me because Twilio will send it to me. And I should repeat the digits in a say tag. So to do that, I'll need as well to create a Twilio bin. And here, instead of playing, I will gather. Okay, so I'll just gather, nothing to do with it. But actually, I want to say back what's been gathered. So I will enclose my gather tag in a say tag. Okay, closing it. And now what I want to say is I want to say the digits. So here we go. And my syntax is invalid. So, oh, maybe because it's the other way around, actually. Okay, so I will gather, and inside of this gather, I will say, okay, yes, and it's better if I do something with this. Okay, and now this is valid voice Twilio. Let's save it.
Nice. So let's try it. Oops, sorry. Okay. Sorry, because I just put the maybe 1, 2, 3. Did you save it?
I think
123.
yeah, it worked. It's just a bit delayed.
Yep.
But yeah, awesome. So yeah, this is just one of the many things that you can do. And actually, I thought that it would take a little bit time. So I was supposed to live code you something, but actually I do have the code running. So I'll just give you, here is the code. I hope that you, I will paste you the phone number because I'm using a different one for this one. I'll tell you what it does, and then you can try with me. So let me put it in the chat. Here we go.
Great.
Yes, and so here what I do is that first I reply to an SMS, an incoming message. So feel free to send an incoming message. Let's say, send me your favorite emoji, okay? So send it to this phone number. Let's paste it in the chat and also highlight it on my screen. And you will get a response message automatically. So this is coming from my app. As I said, Twilio is XML, so I'm using here the Twilio library that is generating for me Twilio, and I just render it as XML, which is something the internet knows about well formats. Then once this is done, you should get this SMS back. And what I wanted to do is to trigger something that will initiate a call. So for that, I'm just iterating through my message list, and I'm asking Twilio to list me all the messages that has been sent to my phone number. And then I want to just have one instance of each number, because let's say maybe you have sent me 3 SMSs, so I don't want to call you 3 times. And then I will just create a call between my Twilio phone number and you, and this will this will go to my webhook URL, and this will tell what to do inside of the call. And inside of the call, I want to send a Twilio voice response that says, welcome at API Days, and I will as well run it as XML, but you will hear it on the phone. So have you sent the message to my phone number?
Yay.
Okay, so
Done.
I'll just go to my localhost to trigger the init call.
And as Valériane said, everything you did with the Twilio bin, you can also do it with the code. So yeah.
Yeah. So yes. Here I go, and it should be calling every single one of you, because actually I'm being called right now. And if you do answer the phone, it will tell you welcome at API Days.
Yep, it was quick, but it said it.
Yes. So really, you can do anything using either. Oh, come on, stop sharing. Yes. So you can do anything either using a Twilio bin. You can do it using your own application, but there is also Twilio Functions. So if you like to get into JavaScript, you can also host JavaScript functions directly in the Twilio platform. So you don't have to have the whole server running for just one thing you might want to do. And I think we're out of time, kind of. If you have a quick question, feel free to ask it. We'll take only one. I'm sorry about that. And otherwise, we'll be on the Twilio booth. So definitely, if we didn't took the time to answer your question right here, feel free to come on the booth. We're here and welcoming for you.
And Valériane will also be back Thursday.
Yes. And one last very quick thing that I want to show you is that how to play different versions of Twilio Quest. So you can just, well, before you get into the game, you can define which version you'd like. And if you go back to version 3.1,
yeah, I can show you just quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I go. Here is my Twilio Quest. Let me just shut it down. Sorry, quit. And then Twilio Quest. Let's launch it. And just as I showed you in the beginning, you can also choose another. The 2.1 has actually a lot more quests that hasn't been migrated to the 3.2. So there you can do WhatsApp. There is a lot more language to visit. There is Ruby. There is C#. There is a lot more quests to see.
Yes. Thank you very much for this session. Thank you, Melissa. It was very funny hosting it with you. Thank you, Tristan. You were our #1 fan in the chat and definitely great interactions. And thank you for sharing Quest to your team. And definitely feel free to reach us. We're here to help and let you know more about the Twilio products. So anytime, guys.
Yep. Thank you so much.